Excellent. All right, guys, welcome to the AI Breakfast Lab. We are live on YouTube. Here is where we get together as entrepreneurs, as creators, as business builders, as kingdom business builders. We learn how to use artificial intelligence to move faster with speed, to create more, to stay competitive in the new AI economy. Every day, Monday through Friday, we're here. We take on one real business challenge. We show you how one or two tools that we have can solve those problems. And then we demonstrate a real outcome that you can replicate in your own business. Let's jump in and let's look a little bit talk a little bit about our philosophy and our learning style for all of our guests here on the AI Breakfast Lab so you get a very clear understanding of the direction we're going this morning. Let's start off with our demo method, which is our core teaching philosophy for the AI Breakfast Lab now. If you have not been on the AI Breakfast Lab for a while and you're here now and you're watching this for the first time, this is something that we put this formula together for the AI Breakfast Lab to make it concise. We're going to discover a problem. We're going to talk about that problem. We're going to identify it. We're not going to focus on it too much because we're going to explore one or two tools in our AI platform and we're going to figure out, learn what the solution is. And we have plenty of tools, if you're a guest here, in our platform to solve just about any problem for a business or for an entrepreneur or for a nonprofit or anybody that wants to compete in the competition of life and in business. So I don't care what type of business you are, our platform is a blank canvas for you. Then we're going to make something. We're going to build the asset, and then we're going to show you the outcome. Sometimes we finish it, sometimes we don't, but we show you the process. And our goal and you this morning is for you to observe what we do, get oriented with what we do. And we believe because of the demo that we're going through, the demo method, that you will make a decision and take action. That's our goal for you. This is what's called an OODA loop. You observe, you get oriented, then you make a decision. I'm going to do that and I'm going to take action, or I'm going to give it a shot, right? You're going to take that action. I know that Liz is on the call here this morning and she completed a OODA loop recently and she was so excited about it. She finished her authority book. So she observed us during a boot camp showing how to write an authority book. She got oriented with it. She made a decision and then she took action. She finished it. I think she stayed up all night doing it because she was so excited. She completed, that's an OODA loop, right? How exciting is that? Give Liz Hodges and Buddy Hodges a five or some happiness in the chat. Let them know, hey, great job on completing that OODA loop, right? That's what an OODA loop is. Now, what's the problem we're addressing this morning? Why most books never get finished? The challenge authors or experts face. They start writing, they get overwhelmed, they never get it done, they procrastinate, they lost momentum, and the book never gets done. Some of the biggest challenges we know from our experience is they don't know where to start, or there's no clear structure, or they're running out of time, or they're just overthinking everything. You're overthinking this thinking, right? It's just not good. And the results is their ideas are trapped. The stories are untold. They're not able to unlock the story. The deeper truth is not necessarily a lack of knowledge, it's a lack of a system. That's the deeper truth. And we have the system. Today, we're going to use these two powerful tools inside of Momentum Tech. We're going to use the Ghostwriter and turn an idea that I have into a structured piece of content, generate chapters, organize thoughts, build the full book framework. No more staring at a blank page. Now you have a writing assistant. And we're going to design the cover, a professional looking visual branding color prepared for book publishing because perception matters. A break a good book cover deserves a great presentation, right? Now, this is game-changing principle, and I don't claim ownership of this. Dr. Breakthrough has really coined this concept, but this is important. AI does not replace your voice. AI amplifies it. When you combine artificial intelligence with your anointed intelligence, you create amazing intelligence. Or Dr. Breakthrough says, other words it has for acronyms, but in a nutshell, it's you create. Yeah,
Astronomical improvements.
that's
Come on.
right. There you go. Astronomical improvements. There you go. That's a great one. Write that one down. Someone put that in the chat. That's great. But basically, you're creating something powerful with your experiences and your wisdom and your voice and your story, right? That's what makes the book valuable. AI simply helps you organize it, accelerate it, and structure it. And trust and protection is very important because inside of Momentum Tech, your content is protected. Your intellectual property stays yours. Your inputs are not used to train the public AI systems that we have. Your book ideas stay secure, your knowledge stays protected, and your content stays within your login and your environment. This is critical to authors, entrepreneurs, and creators because you've created formulas, processes, systems that may be proprietary to you or your training or your consulting or your coaching. Processes you take businesses through or entrepreneurs through to success. So if you wanted to write your authority book, you could write it here in Momentum Tech instead of training other GPTs and systems in the marketplace. Keep it yours. Keep a secure lock on it. And that's what we allow you to do. Ironclad protection in our platform. Why this matters? Because a book could position you as an authority. It could open speaking opportunities, generate leads, build your brand, create new income streams. Your knowledge becomes an asset. Whether you want to give it away for free on stage or you want to give it away at a networking a meeting, which by the way, a book is like a new business card anyway, right? So you'll present a better message if you hand someone your book on a business card rather than just giving them your business card and you give them something of value. They think in the back of their mind, wow, this person is serious. They actually put a pen to paper and got something written, right? So that's the powerful part of what we're doing. So let's get started. Let's put these AI tools to work. What do you guys think? Let's get rocking and rolling. All right. Here we go. We're going to go inside the Ghostwriter here. Then you can find the Ghostwriter by just typing in GOST, and there he is. We got two of them. We have a Ghostwriter tool in our platform, and we have an authority book Ghostwriter. I'm just going to go to the Ghostwriter. The authority book is very, very uh, systematic. It's going to ask you a series of questions, and it's going to help you craft your authority book based on your expertise and your anointed intelligence. You just answer the questions thoroughly. You don't have to do it in one setting. You could do it in two settings. You could do it over 3 weeks. It asks you each question. Just follow the prompts, follow the bouncing ball, so to speak, right? And it will help you and guide you and coach you to write your authority book, to get started, to pick up the shovel and stick it in the dirt, right? So we're going to start with our ghostwriter. And I started on a book called Own It. And let me tell you how I started here. So you could see. So I'd like to write a book. And by the way, every part of your books are saved here on the left. You can change the name to them. You can come back to them consistently. So I can come back to it next week and it's saved here. You could edit the name here by renaming it so you could find it. So maybe I want to rename this. I could just obviously just type in here, make it whatever I want. These three little hash tags up here, you can close that if you just want to see the screen and be more focused, right? Or if you need to open it, you can, but you don't need to have it open while you're working, right? Now, the window over here too could be closed here. See that as well? So that you get that out of your way. So now that I covered those details, let's get started here. So what I did in the platform, let's go to Own It here. Close that. Okay. Excellent. Let's go back up here so you can see everything. All right, there we go. Let's go back up top. I want to read what I gave it to refresh my memory and yours. Here we go. That's what I said. I spoke it into the app. I would like to start writing a book on the power of hosting social meetups and networking opportunities, blending in with your expertise and how this would be kind of a new way to own the room, right? If you launched it, you're going to own the room, right? If you planned it, you captivate the audience, build your lists. No doubt you'll build your own lists. Instead of going to networking social meets, plan one, even if you start small. Build influence and trust and likability in your local market. And I want this book to be like a formula for entrepreneurs on how to do this, how to do this, right? Clearly, every entrepreneur has an expertise in some category in a business or life, and they can add small talk to a social meetup and blend it in. It didn't even type out what I spoke very well. That's why it's kind of choppy. And blend in networking. The idea here is I wanted to write a book that, hey, you know what, start something, whether it's 10 people coming to a luncheon that you plan. The point is start it because as you start it, you can grow it. It's just like sowing and it's called the law of gestation, right? We have all heard of the law of attraction, right? That's what it's positive thinking, framing positive pictures, repainting a picture of yourself in your own mind, right? On who you want to be. Positive affirmations. The law of attraction has been promoted greatly in the market, but there's also what's called the law of gestation, which is you plant and you water, right? Just like a farmer. So what I'm saying here, hey, just get started. Start small. I mean, we used to do, small little luncheons and get-togethers, and you build towards a bigger event. So I wanted to create a 5-chapter book. That's what we're going to do today, in a manner that's conversational and suitable also for an audiobook. That's a prompt that I've been using recently because I want it to be suitable for the ear. The words pleasing to the ear. So I would suggest you guys, if you're going to use the tool, maybe you write it for the ear so it makes it easier for people to listen to. So it said fantastic concept, and it gave me a working title, and I kind of loved it. It gave me like a good framework. Own it. Love that. A local meetup playbook for entrepreneurs. Own it. The formula, the O. Offer your edge. Lead with your lived experience and a core story that makes people lean in. Storytelling builds trust and authenticity across every platform you touch. Essential when you're the host and the guide. The W of Own It. Welcome and warm up. Design the room. This is basically showing people how to do it, right? How do you begin, right? At your event. So you want to offer your edge. Lead with your lived experience, your story. What makes you you, right? Get people to lean in. Craft your story. Storytelling builds trust, right? Why you put these events together, why you're doing it. You want to build connections and relationships, whatever your mission is. And then welcome and warm up. Design the room, the run of the show, your opening beats so people feel safe and seen and ready to connect. And then you want to navigate the N, the network. Curate conversations, small group flow, simple structures that move people from small talk to shared value. Position your unique difference clearly so it sticks. So, Jeanette, you've been to the events that I've planned here in Nashville. They're called basically like we call them speed networking events. Is that not exactly what we did?
Yes.
And I didn't even have this formula, but this is exactly what we did, right? Period. So I'm writing this book almost like an authority book because we've done it. We've brought people together. We've told our story. We warmed up the room and then we broke them up into segments and we allowed people to connect. And then we invite to the next step to capture interest ethically, the I to it on the it, own it, interest ethically with clear offers, social proof, and easy opt-ins, no pressure, just permission and value. Usually we had a plan for the next event, or maybe a paid event or something going on later. And then T, turns moments into momentum, repurpose what happened, follow up thoughtfully, and spark a second wave of attention through smart engagement and format shifts. And what we like to call, hey, set up a coffee meeting, set up a one-on-one, right? So it's a 5-chapter audiobook outline. Chapter one, offer your edge, the signature session, core idea, ear-pleasing soundbite, quick script, micro exercise, host, welcome and warm up. Own the room without owning the mic. Promise you'll set a tone that's warm, right? So this is a formula, so to speak, for someone that maybe just wants to start something, right? They want to start their own events. Maybe they want to build up to a big conference, invite the next step. That's what this is. It's going to be a playbook for them, right? So let's make sure that it is a playbook and I like what it put together. I read it this morning. I'm reading it, kind of going over it fast with you, right? But it gave us a lot of information. So own it. There it is. Chapter one, chapter two, chapter three. It repeated it, which is okay because I'm here again. So it's reminding me, hey, remember I put this together for you? What can you do? Right. So let's talk to it a little bit now. Let's give it a little bit of parameters. If you have not taken our AI apprentice certification, there is a CRISP formula, CRISP. What I'm doing now is I'm going over the P, which I'm going to give it some parameters. Okay. To own it, metaphorically speaking, take control of the ghostwriter to let them know, here's what I want to do. So let's tell them what we want. So interestingly, I have hosted events like this and used this principle of owning it, starting events and meetings. So this really resonates with me. I love the direction you're going. I want this to be a guide to entrepreneurs that want to start their own events locally to build momentum. I want it to be a checklist. I want it to be an encouragement to them. I want it to empower them to begin. That is my main mission. I would like for you to start off by writing an introduction. My name is Ed Garza. I am the Chief Technology Officer with Momentum Tech Corporation. And networking events have been at my core for over 20 years. Hosting events in major metropolitan cities such as Dallas, Texas, Las Vegas, Nevada, sunny California, and Music City, Nashville. For years, I've been helping connecting people with networking at events and planning events to help people connect and build engagement with each other. So this is at my core, and I want to offer my story, my guide, my formula to help other entrepreneurs do the same wherever they may be, wherever they may live, no matter what country, no matter what city, no matter what nationality they are, they can begin today building momentum. So this is where I'm injecting my anointed intelligence, right? What makes it me? So this is how I am going to craft this book relatively fast. I gave it kind of a tone, who I am, what I've done, et cetera, et cetera. I've lived this owned principle. So let's start with an introduction. That's what I gave it. So I gave it a little bit of framework. What do you guys think? Yes? Do you think it's going in a good direction? So here we go. Introduction. I'm Ed Garza, your Chief Technology Officer, or Chief. There you go. Let's see what it does. All right. Excellent. Let's see what it says. This is your invitation. I'm Ed Garza, Chief Technology Officer at Momentum Tech Corporation. And for 20 years, hosting and growing networking events has been at my core. I've stood at doorways on small stages in Dallas and Las Vegas and under sunny California skies and in Music City, Nashville, watching strangers become collaborators, clients, and friends. I've seen a quiet hello turn into a bold partnership. I've watched a modest room on an ordinary evening become the launch pad. Here's what I know. Every entrepreneur has an edge, an expertise, a story, a way of helping that deserves a room. When you host that room with intention, you don't just fill chairs, you build momentum. You build trust, likability, and influence in your local market, one authentic conversation at a time. This guide is my story, a method, and my checklist designed to help you start your own events wherever you are, whatever you sound like, whatever flag you fly, no matter the country, the city, or the neighborhood. You can begin today. Momentum isn't magic; it's a method. It starts small, it grows with care, and it compounds through consistent follow-up. We'll keep this simple and human. I'll speak to you like we're walking in your venue 10 minutes before the doors open, and you'll hear what to say in those first 30 seconds, how to set the tone so people feel safe and seen, and how to guide small talk into real value. You'll learn to invite the next step with heart, clear, ethical, and easy to say yes to. You'll learn one good night, you'll turn one good night into a steady drumbeat of opportunity. Think of this as your friendly field tested playbook. A story first to own the room without owning the mic. A simple structure that moves people from hello to helpful. Clean, permission based invitations that grow your list and your reputation. A follow up rhythm that turns moments into momentum. I'll give you the scripts. What do you guys think of this? Is it written for the ear? I think it is. It's fantastic. It blows my mind. I'll give you scripts you can speak out loud, room setups you can copy, step-by-step checklists you could tape to your laptop. We'll trade pressure for presence, hype for honesty, awkward for organized. You don't need permission, you need a plan. You don't need to know anyone, you need to welcome someone. If you've ever thought, who am I to host an event? This is applicable to franchises that maybe want to host a grand opening or a ribbon cutting. Same thing, right? You don't have to like start big, where you have 200 people there. Set yourself up for success. Start some small goals and have a small little social. Give them windows of time to come. Build your momentum slowly. You're exactly who this is for. You already carry the expertise your community needs. You already have a story worth sharing. You already know at least three people who'd say yes to a thoughtful, well-run meetup in your lane. Bring your edge, and I'll bring the structure. By the end of this guide, you'll have a one breath introduction that earns attention and trust, a warm, repeatable run of the show for 60-minute meetup, conversation prompts that make mingling meaningful, a gentle, effective opt in that builds your list right away, a 24-hour follow up plan that multiplies the impact of the night. Wherever you live, whatever you do, momentum is available to you. It begins the moment you choose a date, claim a room, and promise one useful outcome. Tonight could be the first night. Your city is waiting. Your people are closer than you think. Let's begin together. Pick a day, pick a place, invite a few good humans, and I'll walk you step by step, word by word, until the room hums and the momentum carries. You could start today. What do you guys think? You like it? I love it. I love it. It's written for the ear, isn't it? So let's start with this and let's open up a document, a Word doc here. Obviously, the call to action on all this is, hey, you know, one of the best ways to do this is to utilize our Grand Slam Yes, our Grand Slam website tools to build the website for your event with automation and everything. And we did a breakfast lab on that last week. I'll get you that link here just a moment because we'll give that to them too as an added value upsell. So let's look at that. Where are we? Let's see if I can pull that up here. Let me see here. Let's go to Momentum. Let's open up that. It's which one is it? I'll put that link in the chat. So the upsell on this in this book is going to be our right here, build a lead page. Right here. Okay. So I'll put that share. And I built a whole full sales funnel in the AI Breakfast Lab last week, and I showed the tools how to do it, right? Well, that would be the upsell to them. Here we go. So that's that YouTube video there. I'll put that in the chat for everybody. So there's the introduction. Let's go back to the Ghostwriter. And let's look at chapter 1 here. See if I can add anything to it. Okay, your adds 30-second scripture. Yeah, the first part. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Perfect. Let's start by writing chapter 1 and give them several formulas that they can use to introduce themselves, like their story. Give them also some cookie cutter prompts that they can put into any AI platform to generate a good quality story, to help them unearth their story and shape their first breath when they speak. Let's make it practical. And again, don't forget to make sure it is palatable for the ear, that it sounds great. The tone that you set in the introduction is perfect. Let's help them come up with the perfect pitch to grab attention with heart and the intention of establishing strong connections. All right, here we go. Thank you, Jeanette. Jeanette put our YouTube channel. And thank you, Liz. Liz, thank you also. Excellent. Yeah, so now we're writing chapter 1, right? But I see how I gave it a little bit of framework too, right? I wanted to add some stuff to it, but I also reminded it of the tone and I gave it a compliment as well because I liked the direction it was going. The ghostwriter is able to do any type of book that you want. It'll write, we have we wrote a book on Monday night, a kid's story time book um, on the Magic Kids Lab, and we use what's called the fictional friend. That's a different version of the ghostwriter for kids. That's in our Magic Kids platform. It's a fictional friend, and it really works with the kids at whatever age they're at or their parents and helps them write a book. We have many people already planning summer camps, charging a facilitating fee, a facilitating fee for a summer camp, and they help kids write a book with their parents. They at the end. Maybe they put the kids through the certification, the AI apprentice certification, have them watch it, talk about it, practice it, and then the parents come at the end and they're charging $20, $50 for the summer camp. You can keep that money. That's an idea for you. You can start small. You can start with 10 kids, right? Maybe 10 kids in your church that want to come and write a book and have some good and teach them some AI literacy. We have 5 AI literate tools in the platform, right? For kids. We've gone over that at our Magic Kids They're right here. Literacy tutors right here. Right? Prompt engineering, foundations, creator, really cool tools. All right, so let's see what it did. I've just given you some small talk commercial while this is writing chapter one. Let's just look at it here. There it is. Welcome in. All right, good. Tonight we shape your first breath you'll speak in 10 to 30 seconds that earn attention, build trust, and open the door to real connection. By the end of this chapter, you'll have a 10-second hook, 30-second signature story, and a 90-second origin you could use for podcasts or panels. Cookie cutter prompts you could drop into any AI tool to help unearth, draft, and polish your story while you keep the heart in your hands. There you go. Why it matters, part one, unearth your thoughtfulness, time sweep. I'm not going to read all this. I know it's going good. Oh, look, I put together the before after bridge, shaping it after, right? Um, I put together the past, the problem, agitate, solve concept, name the real problem. That's perfect. Rhythm matters. Make short, punchy lines. It's like a playbook for them, right? Your first breath formulas, the 10-second hook, the hook formula, an example, an energetic example, a calm, strategic example. But the 30-second signature story, the spark, it's called this is a formula put together. Startup, one line, problem, action, result, key takeaway, example, readable, pace. Hi, I'm John. 10 years ago, I was great at my craft and invisible in my city. So I started hosting my tiny meetups, 6 chairs, one clear topic, one useful takeaway, and I learned to guide small talks into shared wins and grew a loyal circle that filled my calendar. Tonight, you'll leave with one breath story and two prompts you can use this week. It gives you examples, right? A 90-second script. My turning point came in a half-empty cafe meetup. People arrived curious and left unchanged. That was me. I realized rooms don't create connections, structure does. So I rebuilt the flow, warm welcome, one promise, curated clusters, the gentle next step, and the rhythm turned into strangers, into collaborators. Today I'll give you that map. Perfect. Ear check. Say it sounding, no words. So again, the perfect pitch, right? The scaffolding of the perfect pitch, the open, the point, the proof, the path, the permission, a sample. Cookie cutter prompts. Yeah, unearth my turning points. Act like a thoughtful interviewer. Ask me 15 questions to surface my professional turning points, core values, and the before and after in my work. Use follow ups to get specific places, numbers, and emotions. Output as a bullet list I can scan. Draft, these are prompts. Great prompts. Draft my 30-second spark using my answers. Write 30-second signature stories in a friendly conversational voice following spark, setup, problem, action, result, key takeaway. Keep lines short, ear friendly. Provide one calm strategist, one friendly teacher, and one energetic MC version. Great prompts. Look at this, great. Ed's first sample, the hook. I'm Ed Garza. I help entrepreneurs turn small meetups into big momentum starting this month. I'm Ed Garza, CTO of Momentum Tech. For 20 years, from Dallas to Nashville, I've hosted rooms where strangers become collaborators. Learn that a warm welcome, one clear promise, and one simple flow can turn that small talk into shared wins. Tonight, I'll give you that flow and one breath intro you can use this week. And there's my 90-second pitch into chapter checklist. Perfect. Love it. All right, let's go on to chapter two. Keep the same tone, and let's go ahead and write chapter two now. So now I have it going. I know exactly what I want. I'm liking it. It's still sounding good to the ear, so I love this. So we'll go ahead and take chapter one here. We'll copy it and we'll put it in the document here. There we go. Chapter one. And this is Own It with a ghostwriter. And let's open up another app. And let's design the cover while that's working. So we have a cover tool in here, what I told you about at the beginning. Under Write Your Book, it's your create your book cover. Here's the ghostwriter, see what it's doing. Still thinking, perfect. Create your book cover. This is the book cover we did for Monday night. When we did a book called Be Kind for kids, for really, it's like a story time for kids at night. Young kids, like a young daughter, right? I think we wrote it for a 4 or 5 year old. So it's really short stories. All right, so we're going to call the name of the book, we're going to call it Own It. Own It. Okay, and then Ed Garza. And then we're going to take the rest of it. There's a ghostwriter. It's already writing the book here. See, what is the name of that book? Own It. There it is right there. Just copy that. Book cover, book description, Own It. There you go. Book description. Um, this is a strategy book on how to start your own local social meetups to connect with people live in a room, in a setting, maybe a coffee house, maybe a bank office, maybe a meeting room. The vibe is all about connecting human to human, shaking hands, meeting people, exchanging business cards. And let's go black, and let's go green, and let's go orange. And let's create some book covers. All right, here's our ghostwriter. Second chapter. Perfect. Welcome. Love it. Now, obviously, this is going to go through an editing phase where I'm going to edit it, and we'll listen to chapter one here, maybe together. Let me copy this right here, and let's go here. Let's go to the second chapter. Okay. And let's go ahead and write chapter three. Let's go ahead and write chapter three now. Same tone, same style. Write it for the ear. Write it for the year. Okay. All right. We're creating the book cover here. Let's open up another window. And let's go to the audio tools. So you have something to listen to. Let's go to right. Let's go into the let's go to the audio book. Because I'm really going to make this a audiobook anyway, right? So there it is, audiobook maker. Create audiobook. Name of the book is Own It. Authors Ed Garza. Book description. This is for me only. Own It. And let's go chapter one. Let's choose Brian, English. And let's just call this the introduction. And let's go to the ghostwriter. There it is. It's writing the next chapter. See the book cover, still working on it. Okay, excellent. Let's go to the introduction now. Let's listen to it while I'm working. Okay, we'll copy the introduction. Okay. All right. All right. Just go to book cover, nothing yet. Let's go to Momentum Tech. And let's paste that introduction right in here. Okay. All right. Generate that book. Let's go to our ghostwriter. This is chapter 3. Copy. Chapter 3. It's chapter 1. And there's the introduction. Just chapter 2 here. Gotta say focus, got a lot going on. So let me just look here real quick and make sure. Chapter 1. Chapter 1. There's chapter 2. Okay, so now it's chapter 3. Look at that formula. Welcome. Love it. Okay. Here's the next chapter. Chapter 3. Well, okay, let's go with chapter 4. Let's go ahead and write chapter 4 now. Let's continue to craft it and keep it favorable to the ear. All right. There's chapter 4. We're almost done. Here's the book covers. Own it. A local meetup playbook. Okay. It's okay. I like it. All right. Own it. I think I like this one the best here. Yeah, and I could edit that. Maybe even this one's even better. Yeah, I could use one of those. Okay. All right. Let's go to the ghost. Let's go to the audiobook. Let's listen to it while I'm working. This is the introduction.
Introduction. Begin today. This is your invitation. I'm Ed Garza, Chief Technology Officer at Momentum Tech Corporation, and for 20 years, hosting and growing networking events has been at my core. I've stood at doorways and on small stages in Dallas and Las Vegas, under sunny California skies, and in Music City, Nashville, watching strangers become collaborators, clients, and friends. I've seen a quiet hello turn into a bold partnership. I've watched a modest room on an ordinary evening become a launchpad. Here's what I know. Every entrepreneur has an edge, an expertise, a story, a way of helping that deserves a room. When you host that room with intention, you don't just fill chairs. You build momentum. You build trust, likability, and influence in your local market, one authentic conversation at a time. This guide is my story, my method, and my checklist, designed to help you start your own events wherever you are, whatever you sound like, whatever flag you fly. No matter the country, the city, or the neighborhood, you can begin today. Momentum isn't magic. It's a method. It starts small, it grows with care, and it compounds through consistent follow-up. We'll keep this simple and human. I'll speak to you like we're walking into your venue 10 minutes before doors open. You'll hear what to say in those first 30 seconds, how to set the tone so people feel safe and seen, and how to guide small talk into real value. You'll learn to invite the next step with heart, clear, ethical, and easy to say yes to. And you'll turn one good night into a steady drumbeat of opportunity. Think of this as a friendly, field-tested playbook. A story-first way to own the room without owning the mic. A simple structure that moves people from hello to helpful. Clean, permission-based invitations that grow your list and your reputation. A follow-up rhythm that turns moments into momentum. I'll give you scripts you can speak out loud, room setups you can copy, and a step-by-step checklist you can tape to your laptop. We'll trade pressure for presence, hype for honesty, and awkward for organized. You don't need permission, you need a plan. You don't need to know everyone, you need to welcome someone. If you've ever thought, who am I to host an event? You're exactly who this is for. You already carry the expertise your community needs. You already have a story worth sharing, and you already know at least 3 people who'd say yes to a thoughtful, well-run meetup in your lane. Bring your edge. I'll bring the structure. By the end of this guide, you'll have a one-breath introduction that earns attention and trust, a warm, repeatable run of show for a 60-minute meetup, conversation prompts that make mingling meaningful, a gentle, effective opt-in that builds your list the right way, a 24-hour follow-up plan that multiplies the impact of the night. Wherever you live, whatever you do, momentum is available to you. It begins the moment you choose a date, claim a room, and promise one useful outcome. Tonight could be the first night. Your city is waiting. Your people are closer than you think. Let's begin together. Pick a day, pick a place, invite a few good humans. I'll walk with you step by step, word by word, until the room hums and the momentum carries. You can start today.
Boom. What do you guys think? Is it good for the ear? Any thoughts?
Awesome.
Yes?
Incredible, man.
Yeah.
That's like you talking about a breakthrough. That's a crazy breakthrough in book writing and everything else.
Yeah, right. So, but this could really help somebody to really get the courage to have that breakthrough, to start an event, right? This is the start that stops most people, right, Dr. Reader?
Exactly.
Just start it, you know? Don't worry about how many people are going to be there. Get 10, 20 people, 15 people, 5 people, right? Just start. That's how you begin. And eventually, so, people will see the value of what we have. You can bring them into your community, into Momentum Tech, really easy. Just own it, right? Just own it. Love it. All right, so that's chapter 5. Let's put that here on the bottom here. We'll do the formatting here later. Okay, there we go. Okay.
And by the way, Ed, I always tell people, there's no such, I've heard of a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I never heard of a someday. So you can't someday, you got to start today, and you're making it simple.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, so I love this. Let's make it a little bit bigger for you guys. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go into the format a little bit, right? Just kind of what I do. And you could spend much time as you want to in formatting the book. For KDP, we taught this in our boot camp, right? Um, you just need it in a simple Word document. That's all. All right.
And by the way, Evelyn said, I can't believe you got 6 chapters done plus a book cover in less than an hour.
Yeah, well, again, this is the first step, right? In the first draft. I love this. Look at this welcome formula. Warm greeting, establish your promise, lower the guard, create motion, own your tone, make it about them, end with a gentle next step. Beautiful, right? That's just great. I couldn't have written it better, right? And the 60-second run of show, really beautifully laid out. And what I'm excited about is the audiobook. I think it's going to sound really, really amazing to the ear. And then I could have Jeanette translate this into Spanish for our different markets, and we could translate it into other languages too. So they could start. The whole goal, if look at this bridge, the bridge method. Begin with a clear question. Rotate pairs or trios. Keep the energy moving. Introduce because connect people with one sentence or context. Document a takeaway. Give before you ask. Exit with the next step. Yeah, love it. Yes. Now Liz is 10 chapters because hers is, she probably added some other things to it. What if you don't have all that commentary to put forward for the AI? Will it fill the blanks? Um, I'm not sure what your question is, Rosa. Maybe one of you ladies can answer that question. So yeah, you need to just start where you're at in the prompt and just give it the best you can, or have it brainstorm ideas with you. If you don't know where to start in writing your book, as an example, guys, if you're here as a guest, we have a book clarity coach in our platform. All right. So I think he finished chapter 5. So I think I put that in there. So I'm going to write a conclusion here in just a second. But let's look at one tool here to answer that question. So a lot of people think, well, where do I even start? I'm not Ed. I'm not Dr. Breakthrough. I'm not Bill Hodge. I'm not Bill Hoffman. I'm not Jeanette. I'm not, you know, Liz Hodges, right? And she did what she started with Wow GPT, right? I'm in the ghostwriter. So Wilma has wrote a book with Ask Ed. All of our GPTs can write books, but if you're unclear, Wilma will tell you that the book clarity coach here, I don't know if she's here. She's our South Africa queen of AI in South Africa. But she went through the book clarity coach. And it's going to ask you a lot of questions, like a clarity coach should, to get you clear on what you could write your book about. And it's a pest. She called it a little pest, like a blonde. Um, she called it a blonde little pest because it kept asking her questions. But when it finished, she was amazed. So if you don't know where to go to the book clarity coach, or do some book research, or go to the book 360 and get a concept, an idea before you go to the ghostwriter. You understand? That's a good pathway. All right, let's get a final chapter. Write the final chapter for me, or just call it the conclusion because I don't want a chapter 6. Just call it the conclusion, the afterthoughts, or maybe call it the after meeting. Coffee table talk, and talk with them. Encourage them to get started. The next step that I would suggest for them is to build a website. And there's no better place to build a website or chatbot or have your whole website hosted for free with no SSL certificate, optimized to be found by AI search engines, AI ready, mini CRM built in with automation, from end to end, everything they need. This is a home run for anybody that wants to start their own event. Enter Momentum Tech AI. Your next step is to join us at the AI Breakfast Lab, Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central, or 11 a.m. Eastern to noon Eastern. Go to AIBreakfastLab.com to connect with our community, and let's begin something great together. Let's connect. Let's build a relationship. and let's build a community in your local market. That's great. Liz says, go ahead and tell them that, Liz, while this is writing. You can speak it. So she went to a boot camp, what, in February? Yep. I don't know if she could do it. Yes. So, yes. And she said, I thought, what if I could write a book? I didn't come to me till last Friday. I went to bed early and I went to sleep and boom, she just made it happen, right? She finished up at 4:30 a.m. Wow, she couldn't stop. That's perfect. Great. Let your subconscious work on it. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. All right, there we go. This is the closure. Meeting after meeting, coffee table talk. Pull up a chair, breathe. You did the work. Now let's turn everything you learned into your next clear human step. Here's the heart. Don't wait for perfect. Ship the simple. Let's tell it to rewrite. Remove ship the simple. Remove ship. Yep. AI uses ship a lot. I don't like it. That's just me. Okay. A ship is something that's on the water, but some people don't understand that. It's kind of too jargony for me and for maybe for other people too. What it means to launch. It's a term used in business, right? Where you ship, you go to market fast, you ship it, right? And I guess there is a term that, like shipping and handling, right? So it has two different meanings, but again, I want to simplify it a little bit better. And I don't like using it in the words. Sometimes it's not clear. It doesn't get to the point quickly. Okay. All right, here we go. Perfect. So I put together some cool formulas. The homepage, host and promise, yeah. Offer and opt-in, beautiful. Meetup calendar, yeah. Easy contact. 1 hour website blueprint above the fold. Your promise, resource. Make it AI ready. Boom, boom. Yes, yeah, perfect, perfect. Enter Momentum Tech. Your invitation, yes, perfect. 7-day work plan. Cookie cutter prompts. Site copy, FAQ, chatbot starter. Yes. The plan, perfect. My checklist, perfect. And I'll put a strong call to action in. So let's copy this. Inclusion, copy. Almost done here. All right, 1 hour. We wrote the entire book, 5 chapters, and now we have the conclusion here. And let's just put this right here. There's a conclusion. Okay, save image. Own it. I made another book cover in the background. You guys want to see it? There's the book cover. What do you think of that? You like that?
Wow, I like that.
Come on now. Hey, you got some diversity in there too, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
You got male, female, you got light skin, dark, you got it all, bro.
Yep. Absolutely.
But but I think what people don't understand is the power of momentum tech, and what you're doing, Ed, is you're showing people. And there's several people that in the chat that said they were new. Well, folks, you can invite people every day and just let Ed. I call him the AI sensei. Sensei is Japanese word for teacher, instructor, but he's just going to teach people. And it's like, how could you not how could a person not join after seeing all this? But again, when you keep talking about the AI mixing the artificial intelligence with your anointed intelligence and getting these astronomical improvements, it's a no-brainer. So yeah, the whole world needs to be part of this. But yeah, but it's amazing seeing this in front of your eyes. Now the danger though, Ed, is I used to travel and speak with Jim Rohn, and he used to say this: sometimes things that are easy to do are easy not to do, right? So you broke it down and made it so easy for everybody, but sometimes it's easy for them not to do. But so thankful for people like Liz. Like I said, it hit her and she jumped up and did it. Now, Ed, somebody asked about, hey, how does Momentum Tech help us once we get our book to get it to get it out there and get it sold and so forth? Do you want to share the story of the guy with the YouTube channel?
Yeah. So the next step for us, Rob, obviously, is going to um, is really after you write the book and after you do everything, then you probably should launch like some marketing campaigns for it, which we have all that. We have like you could do like a video that illustrates your book really well, right? In our platform, like a video sales letter for your book, right? You could do a whole website for your book as well. You could publish it on Amazon KDP. We're gonna put some links in our AI platform where you could easily do that and a whole document. It's really simple to do. It's not a difficult thing to do. Once you do it once, it's easy to do it, right? Then you should probably have a good YouTube channel. So we got something coming with YouTube. You want to pay close attention. We have a gentleman that we're going to bring on. They do a case study and a testimonial in the next week. So you want to stay tuned. He actually started using our platform. He's written probably 23 books already. He's already got videos ranking. He uses our platform for videos. He's cloned his voice twice, and what he's doing now is he is using it to post videos on his YouTube. He's grown his list in 28 days, Dr. Breakthrough, to 12,000 subscribers using
What?
our
Wait. And they call me Dr. Breakthrough. No, that's a break.
yeah, yeah, 12,000 subscribers, right?
1,000 subscribers in how 21 days?
28 days.
28 days.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
He
you know what his message is? His message is nothing but the gospel.
come on.
That's all it is, 100%.
The
Short little
gospel,
shorts about David.
gospel,
Yeah, go ahead.
gospel means good news, and everybody that has a book it ought to be some kind of good news, and you
That's
got to,
right.
like you said, you solving the problem, giving them a solution. So if
Yeah.
a guy can do that with the gospel, my goodness, 28 days, 12,000 subscribers.
And now he's making money with YouTube already. They're starting to pay him. And it's just beginning. He has one video of David and Goliath he's going to show us. He showed me of David and Goliath that
Mm,
has over 330,000 views already.
wow.
And it's a short, and he used our audio cloning feature in our platform to streamline the process and create an imagery with our video tools. So that's what's coming, guys. Thanks for joining us, the AI Breakfast Lab. I want to leave you with this because as we wrap up, many of you, maybe if you're here for the first time, you were invited by someone. Right now, we're offering a limited time by scholarship only, a good beginning starting point. It's called our AI Apprentice Certification. And there's limited space in our scholarship, but the person that invited you has a special link they could give you. The certification is designed to help entrepreneurs, professionals just begin. So you can learn prompting, so you can learn how to leverage AI. What is AI? How does it do what it does? And it's safe enough for a fifth grader, right, that wants to learn, but yet it's sophisticated enough for a office manager or even a CEO or CMO that just wants to get comfortable with AI. So to access the certificate, you just simply get the link from the person that invited you. Everybody has a unique link. You could have a unique link also if you decide to join Momentum Tech, where you could use this as a lead gen to give away to people. There's a lot of businesses, a lot of individuals, a lot of families that want to get AI ready. So again, this is a limited time scholarship opportunity. Connect with the person that brought you here. Dr. Breakthrough, you want to close us out? we'll see. Go ahead.
And by the way, once you write your book, by the way, this is a perfect adjunct to it. That is, you offer this scholarship AI certification. By the way, here's what the certificate looks like. Now I added my picture to it, but hey, but look, but you know, man, I'm telling you, I got certificates from 20, 30, 40 years ago. Some people, now my wife, she's more behind the scenes. She don't like, but me, some people like me, like, man, every certificate, I still got them, right? But this means something to people, and everybody here, Ed is so right. I mean, he's doing everything, and the Momentum Tech's doing everything to help and assist you. You get people on here, they watch and get trained for free. You can offer them for a limited time. Like I said, the scholarship, once you join, then you can add, like I said, in the back of your book, my newest book, that's what I'm going to do. I have it where I'm going to say, hey, for a limited time. So, you know, go to, I already got the website and whatever else. And once they do that, Ed, and they do the certification program, which took me about an hour maybe, then what happens is they're in your funnel. Like, that's crazy, right?
Mhm.
And then you can invite them to the Thursday night business overview, and they can, I mean, it was just, anyway. So I'm going to say it again. If we're willing to dedicate part of our lives and resources to your success, would you allow us to do so? Or would you resist? And I'm sure your answer is you would allow us to do so. So get back to whoever invited you, get their link. We all work together as a team. By the way, our acronym for team, TEAM, TEAM. Now, you probably heard Together Everyone Achieves More, but my personal acronym, the breakthrough acronym, is Together Everyone Accumulates Money. And that's what we do with Momentum Tech. We create momentum, and that momentum creates money. And when you start creating momentum, you can't stop the money from coming. And we do it, again, with a good heart to help humanity. So again, as Dr. Breakthrough, I can't provide a breakthrough. I just prescribe the breakthrough, but when you follow the prescription, God provides it. And if you want a breakthrough, I'll prescribe Momentum Tech. God bless you.
God bless.